click on the subscribe button, especially the bell on the right side. Otherwise, you will miss the latest videos.
Namaskar and welcome back to Saptarishis Astrology channel. Today, in this episode, I'm going to talk about Rahu Ketu transit in Gemini and ascendant sign. In this video, I'm going to touch upon what is Rahu Ketu and what is the Gemini and Sagittarius sign, and also what will be the effect for all the 12 ascendants of this transit. So let's get started. Well, before going to start the presentation and all the slides, I want to express my thank you note. I want to express my gratitude and thank to all of you who have encouraged me till this time period. And also, I want to thank Saptarishis Astrology platform, which is a wonderful platform, which has created a movement in astrological world and had given chance to many of us like me. I'm one of them. And I also want to express my gratitude and my thank you to respected Sunil sir, who has given this chance to me, who have put this faith on me that I can do this. I also bow down to all the rishis and all the planetary energies who have given me the sadbuddhi to present out to the world this knowledge, because nothing is, nothing credit goes to me. It's all already given. I'm just trying to interpret this. That's it. And also, I want to thank my dear family and my elders who have supported me till this time period. I mean, all the time actually. And let me dig deep, dive into this divine ocean of astrology. So, and once again, thanks to all of you, all the viewers also. So I'm going to start my presentation here. I'm going to share the slides here now. So this is a Rahu Ketu transit to Gemini and Sagittarius sign. I called it as a bhogi and yogi. Rahu as a bhogi and Ketu as a yogi. We will understand this when we'll finish the whole slides, I think. So I bow down to the Rahu and Ketu energies to guide me through this presentation. And let's get started again. So first of all, let's start with what is Rahu? Yes. So Rahu, we need to understand Rahu and Ketu energy first to understand this whole transits for each of us. So Rahu is a shadowy planet. We all know that. It's an intersection point basically. And if we talk about natural Kal Purush Kundli, this is a 11th, Rahu is a co-lord of 11th sign, that is Aquarius or 11th house. So it is also called as North Node of Moon. And Rahu basically is a karaka of illusion, maya, obsession, and materialism, and also cheating. So there are many things, many karakas. I would not be able to cover all those things here. But generally on materialistic level, if we see, these karakas are so much manifested outside. Rahu produces sorrows, frustration, duplicity, disputes, bad insulting and insulting speech. Rahu also controls gambling and intrigues. And Rahu is karaka of foreign, distant places. And it's also take you to the foreign, unknown places. Anything which is strange, that is Rahu. Now, I also experienced that whichever thing which is unknown to us, which is strange to us, that comes under Rahu energy. Grandparents also are signified by Rahu, Pitar. So all the ancestral lineage, that also comes from Rahu Ketu. Unhindered, if you have an unhindered Rahu in your chart, it also gives you proficiency in physical sciences, that is psychology and espionage, and also astrology, in the yogic science also, that is Hatha Yoga, Angamardhan, that is also there. Expert in, I always say that, or experience that Rahu is like a mirror. It's always been expert in creating a mirror image for you. So you get trapped into that mirror image, and you don't want to come out of that image. So it's a perfect illusion, mirage. So that also comes under Rahu energy. So wherever you see this happening around you, or in your thoughts or around you, then that's Rahu's energy. Rahu's effects are last long. They are longing actually. Rahu comes, or Rahu effects come so quietly, you will never ever realize that this is what happening to you and you are trapped here. So that's Rahu energy. Just like a snake, when it comes down to the prey, it comes so slowly. That's Rahu energy. I like I said, it creates deep interest in yogic vidha if it's good place, like hatha yoga, angamardhan, practicing various types of pranayam. Like especially I have seen those who have good Rahu, they practice the pranayams like Shitali pranayam and Brahmari pranayam. That is also a very good remedy for Rahu if Rahu is bad placed or Rahu is troubling. Rahu's energy is not synchronized. Now let's understand what is Ketu. In short, if we need to understand Ketu, then Ketu in natural Kal Purush Kundli, Ketu is co-lord of Scorpio, that is 8th house, governs the 8th house. 8th house is uncertainty, 8th house is all the occult sciences, 8th house is your hidden house. 8th house is one of the Trik Bhavas. In Hindi, we say that it's a, Ketu is Karaka of Karmo ka Lekha Choka, or Rahu Ketu are karmic planets, which are responsible to run the karmic cycles. Ketu signifies disabled people. The classification which comes under sadhus, sannyasis, or the tantrics, aghoris, or the sadhakgan. Sadhakgan are also from Ketu. Ketu's energy manifests in suddenness, uncertainty, which whatever you see or you realize or you feel unusual, that is a Ketu energy. Unusual taste also, that's a Ketu energy. If Ketu is not well placed, then creates kintu parantu, I say. It's very simple to understand, because whenever there are kintus parantu, you have options and you don't know what to choose, or you don't know what to how to go further. So Ketu is also, that is Ketu energy. So Ketu is also blocks. Ketu is Karaka of explosiveness, headlessness, separation, detachment. So that also comes under Ketu. Well-placed Ketu can give you a good bhakti feeling, a devotional feeling, love, devotion towards Supreme Lord. That gives you capacity to let go of your detachment, let go of your rajus, let go of your unaddressed issues also sometimes. It also helps us to understand the supreme reality, how universe governs. Ketu in meditation, that gives us a secret idea to understand how universe operates. That is Ketu energy. If we feel when to worship or to bow down any source energy, that thought comes from Ketu. So that is Ketu energy. So if you have Rahu Ketu natal return position here, it's in this axis, Gemini and Sagittarius. So on general level also, for natal return of Rahu and Ketu, it's going to be a very significant span for you. You will end up wondering related to those houses where these are setting in your chart, and then you will move towards the next level. So it's a transit of 18 years, and the Rahu Ketu transit is 18 years, and when this transit to each Rashi, it takes 18 months and 18 months they stay in a sign. That's quite a long period, and it gives you a good idea, because it contains 3 nakshatras, and they have 3 different energies, and each nakshatra has 4 padas. So there are 9 nakshatra padas which are going to get activate, and they are going to give you very different type of flavors. repetition themes. If you haven't master the particular axis where the Rahu and Ketus are placed in your chart, whatever that bhav is signifying, if you have not mastered that weakness, then you are supposed to master. That's what Rahu Ketu wants you to do, and they will again trap you into the loop for that till the time you have not mastered it. If you have mastered it, then it's a paradigm shift for you in that particular aspect, and it would be sudden. You will see that, okay, yeah, it's like abruptly the things are gone, chapter is closed. So because they are responsible to run the karmic cycle discontinuingly. So also Rahu Ketu governs the concept of Rajju. So what is Rajju? First of all, let's understand that. Rajju, in Sanskrit, Rajju means rope. Rajju is, there are the invisible, in Hindi, Rajju means dhaga. So we have in our life, we have so many infinite Rajjus in our mind, which are connected to a particular event, particular people, particular person, particular work, which are unfinished, which haven't got the closure. And because they haven't got the closure, that's the reason they are still swinging and lingering in the lingering state. So we need to give them closure. When we give them closure, that dhaga or that Raju is, detached, and you tend to unburden yourself from those Rajus. And that's what is called as Ketu energy, or the letting go, forgiving someone for their sins, or forgiving the situation, accepting the situation graciously. That's what the Raju is, or that's what the Raju helps you to do that. So let's go ahead. Now I'm going to start with the ascendants, and let's see how this Rahu Ketu transit is going to affect for all the Lagna Rashis, all the ascendants and the Janma Rashis. So whosoever have Janma Rashi or Lagna Rashi as main Mesha or Aries ascendant, they can for them this transit is happening in their 3rd house and 9th house. So Kama and Dharma Trikon is activated here. See, 3rd house and 9th house. Now, we also need to understand that this transit is happening in Mercury and Jupiter sign. So Mercury and Jupiter signs, other signs are also going to get activated. Why? Because once Mercury energy is activated, it's not going to activate the half of the part, right? So it's going to activate all the other sign also. So that's the reason you can see wherever these signs are placed in your chart, that signs are also going to activate, and wherever Mercury and Jupiter are placed in your chart, that is also going to activate. So also you need to see where the Rahu, where the Aquarius and Scorpio sign is placed. So in this case, if we see the 3rd house, 6th house, I'll put on the annotation here. So yeah, so this is the annotation. So for Meshra, for Aries ascendant, the 3rd house, the 6th house, then 9th house, 12th house, and wherever also the Aquarius and Scorpio. So these, all the signs are going to get activated. I already explained why. Now let's understand what will be the effect actually, how the Rahu and Ketu energy will be will act in this. So Rahu in 3rd house, events related to siblings, because 3rd house is siblings, courage, media, communication, writing, entrepreneurship, the work from whatever you do by your hands, your virtual communication, your emails, your whatever you in the work where you use fingers, that is also gonna get more activation. So that's also going to happen. Now Rahu it is in the compatible sign. It will create maya, confusion, lure, temptations, unnecessary courage also. So but for those who are trying to do business or are in business, Rahu in 3rd house is a very good position to do so. So it's also aspect your elder siblings. So that's again event related to your sibling that is also there on the cards. Now let's understand what Ketu will do. Ketu in ninth house. So both we have seen this the Sagittarius sign and the Ketu. They are fire elements. So both are fire elements. So it's compatible sign. Ketu is pretty much comfortable here. So Sagittarius sign is a sign of Bhagya, fortune, dharma, duty, long journeys, holy places. So when Ketu is there, Ketu is Karaka, like I said in the other slide. Ketu is a Karaka of separation. Ketu is a Karaka of detachment, or it's a Moksha Karaka. So ninth house is house of father also. So some type of separation, some type of arguments will be there with your in this span. It can be happen. Like I said, Ketu is a Karaka of blocks, separation, and moksha. So this is a very good position to indulge your energy in your spiritual progress, because the sign is also very compatible to it. So if you contribute your energy into your spiritual aspect more, then this transit will be very good for you. So because Ketu is a headless planet. Actually it's a chaya graha, or it's a shadowy planet, but in mythological background it has a headlessness. So this creates headlessness wherever Ketu is sitting. It gives you headlessness in that area, or it also confuses you. So if you try to concentrate your mind on the Ketu signification, this transit will be very good for you. So that was all for Aries ascendant. Let's go to Taurus ascendant. So for Taurus ascendant, so Artha and Moksha Trikon Artha and Moksha Trikon is activated here. This transit is happening in their second house and in the eighth house. See, like I said, this transit is happening in the Mercury and Jupiter sign. So the other signs of Mercury and Jupiter, they are also going to get activated. So what are all those houses which are going to get activated and will give you events that are so please follow the cursor here. So second house is Gemini, so that is a Mercury sign, and fifth house, that's the other sign of Mercury, that is Virgo. Then the Ketu in Sagittarius, that is in Jupiterian sign, and the other sign is Pisces. So definitely these four houses are going to get affected, because they will also give you the flavors, they will also give you the events from these houses, and those events will be especially from Mercury and Jupiter karakas, Jupiter significations. So like what? Jupiter and so Mercury is here, second house lord. So Mercury is also one more thing that along with these signs, the Aquarius and Scorpio is also going to get activated. Why? Because the Rahu and Ketu are co-lord of these signs, so that is also going to get activated, and also can give you events related to that houses, or that house, whatever signifies. So let's start with the second house transit here. Rahu in second house. So what is second house first? So second house is your food, your speech. So interest in continental cuisines, or that other cuisines that will increase, because Rahu is bhogi. Rahu is all the senses. Rahu also tend to when Rahu in second house of speech, it gives you the tendency to speak lies. So I would strongly suggest that you should not use the lower form of Rahu energy. You should always concentrate on higher form of any planetary energies. And you also need to filter out that. So you need to observe first what is happening. Now, learning languages also comes from, because languages, second house is speech. So Rahu in second house gives you interest in learning languages, other languages. So you need to watch out your speech. Second house is eyes. So something related to eyes also can happen. Any discomfort. Second house is Kutumbasthan, so addition to your family. So some new person can be added to your family, or if you're planning to expand your family, or you are planning to conceive, that is also a good time period to start that. Relatives and relatives are also seen from this houses, so event related, or some discomfort, or some engagement related to relatives will happen. Now this family is this house is also house of family business. It shows the what kind of family business you have if you are from business family. So Rahu in second house also shows good response in that aspect. Second house is also maraka. So maraka creates some type of threats which you need to address. If you don't address it, they will create trouble for you. So because Rahu is karaka of lower, temptation, obsession, so obsession for wrong food, obsession for wrongdoings, obsession for lying again and again to escape the situation, that can happen. And if you intake the wrong food, then all that it can cause disruption or sickness also. So you need to watch out first here, because Rahu second house is eyes. So excess gaming, excess TV, excess indulging in gadgets, that is also not good, because Rahu coming into the second house, which shows the eyes. So you have to stop, or you have to put a balance in that aspect. And because Rahu, you will never see it coming. The problem, you will never see it coming. It will trap you, and then you will realize that you are already trapped. So it's always good that you should try to seek out the balance. Ketu in 8th house is good for spirituality. Otherwise, it creates the blocks and separations. And if you're suffering from long-term disease, then a surgery could be there. And it's also good to have surgery, because Ketu is good there. Ketu is cut, so it's good. You need to address that. For those who are doing partnership business, then what your partner is bringing, it has seen from second house, from the 7th. So partnership business and its partner's money, how you are going to float out that money. This is not the right period to take hasty decisions. So avoid doing that. Avoid doing new amendments. It's also a house of scandals. So anything which is a scam related, you should avoid that, because this sign is Sagittarius. Sagittarius is a dharma sign, and also Saturn is sitting here, and Saturn and Ketu will conjoin. So anything which if you do wrong methods, if you follow wrong doings, then you'll be punished, or your scam will come out. So please watch out that. Chances of interest in occult sciences can be increased here, because it's a moksha trikon, and also the sign is Sagittarius, which is Jupiterian sign. Saturn and Ketu is conjunct here, so reading scriptures or interest in occult science, going to astrologers, yes, definitely a good time to seek an advice also. Let's go to Gemini ascendant. Let's see what is there for Gemini ascendant. So for Gemini ascendant, this transit is happening in their Lagna sign and the 7th house. So it's a very, very important transit for them, because whenever any planet comes to Lagna or the 1-7 axis, it's a very important transit for that person, for his whole personality. So, and the planets like who takes good time period in that, or who spends good time period in that that Rashi, they gives you a lot of different flavors, and they rejuvenate you, they transforms you, they changes you. You have paradigm shift also, or you change for good also. Sometimes that affects also, as depending upon what kind of planetary situation you have in your chart, and what kind of dasha you are going on. So that also important factor to consider. Now dharma in this Gemini ascendant, Dharma and Kam Trikona is activated. The first house is Dharma house, Dharma Trikona. So first house and 7th house is going to activate it here. This transit happening in Mercury and Jupiter sign. So the other sign of Mercury and Jupiter, like so all the 4 kendras are going to activate for Gemini ascendant. So it's a very, very important transit, definitely. path changing transit for Gemini ascendant. Why? Because 3 and 6 they are Mercury sign, 9 and 12 they are Jupiterian sign. So all kendras are going to affect it. Wherever Mercury and Jupiter is placed in your chart, that is also going to get affected, because that is also going to give you a good different types of events in your life in this 18 months of span. So along with that, we need to consider the sign Scorpio and the Aquarius also. Why? Because Rahu Ketu are the co-lord of these signs. So Rahu lordship is Aquarius and Scorpio rules. I mean, Ketu is also ruled by Scorpio. So that is, you need to consider that houses also. So this is one Trika house is also going to get activated along with the Bhagya house. So four houses which are Kendras, and the other 2 houses which are one of the Trika and the Bhagya Bhav, and wherever the Mercury and Jupiter is posited in your chart, that is also going to give you a good activation. So when I already said that when transits and Lagna, they bring long-term changes in overall personality, writing work, more communication, but meeting opinionless people more. Old issue rising with siblings, children demanded time more. This could happen because because of this transit. So Rahu shows obsession. So obsession for work increase for or wherever Rahu and Mercury placed in your chart, because that will signifies what kind of obsession you will be indulged in. So events related to mother will also be there, because the Mercury sign, the other sign Virgo is there. So that's also going to get affected. So you need to check up on your mother. You need to take care of your mother. Rahu is cheating. So when Rahu is in Lagna, it gives you tendency to hide from yourself, escape from yourself. So don't do that. Try to face whatever weakness and things are there in your personality. You need to face that. Don't cheat. Be honest to yourself. So Ketu in Kam Trikon behave headless, not his zone, because Kam Trikon is not Ketu zone. The Ketu zone is Moksha Trikon. So here, 7th house is what? 7th house is other people, your business, your long journeys, the other secondary income also we see from the 7th house. So those who are trying to get married, that can also be on the cards. Now, Ketu in Kam Trikons, as I said, behaves headless, not his own. So Moksha energy will want you to apply letting go of attitude for petty things, but become more focused and disciplined, as Saturn is conjoined here. Because when we are considering this transit, we cannot forget the Saturn existence over there. So as I said, that 7th house is also Maraka, and and also 7th house is your spouse. So some kind of separation, because Ketu is Karaka of separation also, and Saturn is also there. So some kind of separation from your spouse can be happen. Or if you're planning for second child, you need to be careful for this time period, definitely. So because Jupiter is 12th to it. 12th to its own Mool Trikon sign. 7th house is also for long travel, that is foreign travel. So that is also on the cards. This is all for Gemini ascendant. Let's go to Cancer sign or Cancer ascendant. So for Cancer ascendant, Moksha Trikon and the Artha Trikon is going to get activated. Gemini is in Moksha house, and the Sagittarius sign is in the 6th house, that is house of Artha Trikon. So Mercury and Jupiter, they have 2 signs. So apart from Gemini, it's also going to activate it, the 3rd house and the 9th house. So 3rd house of siblings, 6th house of your daily routine, and 9th house of your Bhagya, and 12th house of your exit, or 12th house of your expenditure or investment, that is going to get activated. So we along with these 4 signs, wherever the Mercury and Jupiter is placed in your chart, that is also going to get activated. Along with all these 4 signs, you need to consider the other 2 signs where the Rahu and Ketu have co-lordship, that is Scorpio and the Aquarius. Scorpio and the Aquarius. So that is also going to get activated. That will also give you the flavor of these houses, or whatever these house signifies. It's hard to cover everything in just 2 or 3 minutes span. You need to go to any good astrologer and to understand and to get analysis done by an astrologer for that. Now, 12th house. In 12th house, Gemini sign is placed, and 12th house is what? 12th house is Vyaya Bhav. 12th house is Moksha Trikon. So, increase in unnecessary expenditure related to travel or siblings, that can happen, or the change of place also, because Rahu in 4th house can also give you, Rahu Ketu in 6-12 axis can give you change in place, change in workplace, change in environment also. So that can also be can also happen. Or wherever the Mercury and Rahu posited in your chart, that house also signifies or gives you expenditure regarding it. 12th house is also investment, whatever you have earned through your business or through your career. So where are you investing it? So this house shows where you are investing it. So if you're like buying good clothes, you're spending good money on your clothes to look good. So that's kind of investment. So you are spending there, right? 12th house is also house of deep meditation, which is good when Rahu Ketu axis is there, because Rahu Ketu is also the karaka of Kundalini activation, the inner source energy. So if you do the deep meditation, the results will be very good for you. So you can also practice Hatha Yoga, pranayam, especially the Shitali and Brahmari pranayam, because they have sounds. So that sounds is very, very good, and they are very good for your own vibrational energies. It gives, or it corrects the vibration discrepancies in the body. So in this transit, you may feel to give away the food, or to control your food habits, to control your routine habits, to discipline or to systematize your routine habits. See, Rahu is an obsessive energy. If good Rahu is there, then spiritual rise can happen. So you need to check where the Rahu is posited in your chart. Foreign residence, annual, you need to run your annual medical test also, because this is 12th house of hospitalization. 12th house is also charity and donation. So this could happen if hospital visits for yourself also, to get all the annual test done, or for eyes, or for your siblings also, because the sign is Gemini. Now it can happen for those who are trying to move back from the country, or going back to another country. That both scenarios can happen here. So you can come back to your home country, or you can move to some other new country, because Rahu sitting in the 12th house, or Rahu coming to the 12th house, it's brings a strange and foreign element to that house. So that can happen. Ketu in 6th house, workload increase. So Saturn is there already. So it brings discipline actually. So change of work change of workplace can be happen here, because I said that earlier. Now Ketu and Saturn. So this could be this yuti, or this conjunction could brings little bit of confusion, headlessness, and some kintus and parantus in your life. So it's good time to take a good long breath, be patient, and just take it slowly, one by one. And it's good time to be workaholic. Those who are trying to focus their energy in their work, this is a good time. Cancerian will be able to do that in this time period. So time to put efforts for your competitive exams, work environment, systematizing, and daily routine also, as I said. So if there are issues from your subordinates, that can come, because 6th house is your subordinates also, your workplace also. So it might happen that there are issues from your subordinates. So you need to let go, or you need to be patient. Don't be don't be stuck, don't be stubborn, or don't be so whimsical in that area. Otherwise that transit will be very good for you. Now for Leo ascendant. So for Leo ascendant, the Kam and Dharma Trikon activated. So this transit is happening in their 5th house and the 11th house, which is 5th house is house of Dharma and 11th house is house of Artha. So Mercury and Jupiter sign, other signs will also get activated. So other sign of Mercury is your Virgo. So 2nd house will also get activated along with the 8th house. So 11th house, 2nd house, 5th house, and 8th house are going to get activated, and that's going to give you different flavors. Wherever Mercury and Jupiter is placed in your chart, that is also going to get activated because of this transit. So, and that will also give you result of this transit. Along with that, Aquarius and Scorpio in the 4th house, Aquarius in the 7th house. So 2 kendras are going to get activated here. So that is also going to give you flavor of 4th house and 7th house, because they have co-lordship of the signs. Now 11th house Rahu expands your friend circle, contacts, but what kind of friend circle or contacts, it will depend upon the natal position of Rahu, or what other planets are aspecting and influencing that position. For business purpose, this is a very good placement actually. So elder sibling rise, fulfillment of desire. So watch out for your hopes and wishes. So you need to tame down your hopes and wishes. You don't fly, don't be on 7th heaven. Be practical, be very realistic, because this is the time when you'll be lured, when you'll be tempted, when you'll be accompanied by such people which will give you false hope. So you need to watch out that. Events related to mother's health also, because 8th to 4th house, because the 11th house is 8th to 4th house, so that is also there. And also 8th house is 4th house is your mother, which is I said that Ketu's lordship. So you need to watch out. You need to take care of mother also here. Now Ketu is in 5th house, not good for conception, pregnancy, because those who are planning for conception, Ketu and Saturn position here is not so congenial, because not so comfortable. Ketu generally, I'm sorry to say that, but that sometimes give the tendency or the miscarriage situation. So you need to watch out that, and sometimes it is because of our mistake only. So you need to be very careful, be very cautious in that time period if you have that type of event in your life. Still, all the best for that. And so this is very good for dharma activities, because the sign is Sagittarius, and it's in your 5th house of Purva Punya, 5th house of your talent, 5th house of your learning skills, how your learning capability. So learn from the situation, learn from whatever is happening, or what Rahu Ketu transit is going to show you. You need to observe and you need to absorb that. Observe and absorb, both the cases. So 5th house is house of children. Children behavior need to be watched, especially teenage, because Ketu gives headlessness for them, and in this time period, children will behave little bit of headless. Generally they do in teenage, but still that will increase. So effect on their whole personality also, and your personality too, because it's getting the aspected to your lagna. So 5th house is house of romantic affairs, so that is also there. So some kind of headlessness will be there in this regard. So don't be blinded with that situation or the temptation. You need to be very practical, you need to be very rational in that manner. So this was all about for Leo ascendant. Let's go ahead. So this is for Virgo ascendant. Let's see what Rahu and Ketu transit is bringing for Virgo ascendant. So this transit is happening in their 4th house and the 10th house. Dharma Trikona and Kama Trikona is activated here. So the other sign of Mercury, so Mercury and Jupiter has 2 signs. So along with the Gemini sign Virgo, that is Lagna, and the Jupiterian sign, that is It's kind of four Kendra houses going to get activated here. That is the Lagna, 4th house, 7th house, and the 10th house. So that is an important transit for Virgo ascendant here. So Virgo, that is Mercurian sign. So both the signs of Mercury, both the signs of Jupiter are posited in the Kendras. So, and wherever the Mercury and Jupiter is placed in your chart, that is also going to get activated. Along with that, you need to consider Scorpio and Aquarius also. Why? Because they have co-lordship. Rahu and Ketu rule these two signs also. So 3rd house and the 6th house, one of the 3 house is going to get activated here. So straight away 6 houses are getting activated. Along with that, wherever Rahu and Ketu are natal position, you have to consider that too, right? So 10th house Rahu is very good for business, career, new startup, even event related to father's money could happen, because it is second from the 9th house. Some kind of scam or cheating. So you need to watch out, or you need to tell your father or be aware of that situation. 4th house is also mother-in-law, or that is because its spouse's mother. So Rahu coming to that position, it brings discomfort for your mother-in-law, because it's a 4th house to her. It's going to happen. So Rahu is Karaka of Maya, lure, temptations, and obsession for work that will come. So zeal will also come here. So the kind of zeal or the kind of enthusiasm you need for your career, or for expansion of your business, or in the professional aspect, this is the time, because this is happening after 18 years. So this is the time you need to put on, or you need to contribute wholeheartedly to get the maximum result out of it. But Rahu's Rahu operates on the different levels. Each planet operates on different level, different persona. So you need to understand what kind of energy you are tapping into. So Rahu is also lies, manipulation. So don't take shortcuts, take long routes, take dharma routes, because that is, or dharmic routes, because that might give you a result in long term, but it will give you fruitful and long term result. If you go for a shortcut, it's not gonna last you for long. So be aware of that. Ketu in 4th house in Moksha Trikon is good, because see, Ketu in 4th house, actually for on the materialistic level, it is not good. Okay, whenever Ketu comes in any Moksha Trikon, it is very good, basically. So Sagittarius sign, naturally it's a sign of dharma sign, but these sign is fire element. Ketu is also fire element, so that is compatible energy. And 4th house is a moksha trikon, so it's very good for good for their own spiritual growth also. So but some kind of separation can be there, some separation from Matrabhumi, or coming back to Matrabhumi or homeland. It's on there on cards. So returning to home, that's what I was saying. Ketu in 4th house, the home environment will be affected here. You'll be a little bit detached, you'll be frustrated, you'll be, because of the workload, or wherever the Jupiter is posited, that can take your attention here, that can grab your attention there. So disturbance and frustration will be there, but you need to calm down, you need to concentrate, or you need to meditate for that time period. Don't bring anxious energy in the home, because that will disrupt the home environment also. Some kind of stomach issues or gastric problem can increase here. 4th house is heart, so heart related problem, or cough, bronchitis, or inflammation could disrupt, or can disturb your mother also here, and you also. So you need to take care of that. Saturn is also conjoined there. So Saturn also, it's a prolong. Saturn has a tendency to prolong or delay. So don't indulge yourself in delaying. Get it done fast. So this was for all about your Virgos and